Amazon sucks and and FedEx also sucks.
There you go.
I need to talk again. Isn't this great?
No, it's not great.
It's
Before the
clown.
murder was discovered.
From 4 p.m. Look, I have a dildo. I mean a balloon.
Wow.
From 4 p.m. to a little after 4:20 p.m. when Stishy's body was found.
Oh, I forgot for a second that I wasn't Apollo. Haha. So I was surprised to hear the female voice.
So the murder must have happened sometime in those 20 minutes, correct?
Oh god, what's happening with my voice?
20 minutes isn't a lot of time, is it?
Maybe you need some water. I don't know. I mean, what do you want me to say? That's what happened, you know? Isn't that right, Simon?
Yes, Geiru and I can both confirm that the Master Tornado still lived around 4 p.m.
Oh yeah, you can, can't you?
See? Simon and I were standing in the hallway in the front of the dressing room.
The fact that the two of you were there in front of the dressing room means you were able to see everyone who went in
my
and
God.
out, right? Oh my god!
It's like an old woman now. Need some water. Drink some water.
I already drank water. I don't know
Wha-
what's happening with my voice. Maybe this Amazon shit is taking a toll on my voice.
It's tearing you apart.
Du, 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 du.
Ah. The water is loaded. Of course. Or you are insinuating that I was daydreaming or sleeping while standing up or something?
No, of course not.
I saw everything, I tell you.
Fine. So you say anyway, but did you really?
Before Wendo discovered the body, the only person who had gone in there was Bucky.
Bucky O'Hare.
Starbucks.
Only the defendant and Wendo entered around the time of the murder.
That's right. That's why it must have been Bucky who killed poor Sisho.
Let's take a deep breath, okay, Garu? So not a single other person set foot into the dressing room during that time?
I already told you over and over, didn't I? There was nobody else.
I must apologize on the lawyer's behalf. Even her memory is that of a spring chick. Please overlook her transgression as best you can. And her
Gotta do some voice
transphobic
training.
thing
Oh, I
too.
see. Poor thing. Hang in there, sweetie.
Hey, why are you calling a bird brain, buddy?
Do you want to play with my balloons? I don't even know if I have real balloons. I mean, it just popped. Think of it. He showed up. Chugemo was sparking like mad. Who is Chugemo?
Shugimu?
That's my doggy. I kept him at the Diana. Let's see. With the twist. And balloon. There you have it. My cute, weirdly
That's the
Chugemo.
creepiest dog I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He's kinda creepy looking.
Oh, buddy, is you a really, really good boy.
And why was Shugimu barking? Do you think it's because he saw someone suspicious? If so, then we'd have a new suspect in this case.
It's the dog. Now why was he barking again? Oh, I remember. It was time for me to feed him. So I went into his yard and gave him some food.
Couldn't somebody have slipped into the dressing room while you were doing that?
Oh god, the voices have... Nope, the door out in the yard was wide open. I would have seen anybody went into the dressing room.
Ugh! Prosecutor Blackwood, come down to the stand for a sec, please.
How many times must I do this?
You saw that, what Gyro was talking about, right? So why didn't you mention it before?
Huh. I can't be expected to remember every minute detail.
Well, remember them now, please. Did Gyro go out into the yard? Oh, she's shitting! She's shitting!
Yes, I remember now that she went to feed Jugamu.
Where's she looking, actually? I mean,
And I saw her looking towards the dressing room quite frequently as well.
look at this dog food. This dog, can he eat?
And also, she was taking a shit, as you can see.
No, she was pissing, man.
Oh,
Also, look at this is the biggest dog food I've ever
Yeah.
seen.
Do you recall anything else?
It looked as though she were feeding the dog a great quantity of
Oh my-
dumplings or something. Jugamo couldn't finish them all, so he buried the rest in a corner of the yard. That's about all I can remember.
Oh no, God, I hear voices again.
Simon's statement updated in the court record.
It looks like Gyro was telling the truth. Your Honor, I'd like Gyro's last statement added to her testimony.
As you wish, defense.
What's wrong with you? Oh my God. I was in the yard, but the door was wide open, so I couldn't keep watch on the dressing room.
Wait, was this a new one now?
Well, it must be new. And we had 4 before too, but
But it changed.
You know what this means, right, Gyro? You weren't in the hallway the entire time after all, were you?
oh God. You need some Spülung or something. Well, okay, so it did got out in the yard, but it was just for a second.
No, I just can't do this voice today, I guess.
And the yard door was wide open, so I couldn't still see the dressing room the whole time.
The door was open, so she could still see the dressing room? Prosecutor Blackwell, I need to understand again, please.
What am I, your lady in waiting?
Do you remember anything about the time Gyro was in the yard?
Simply that Jugamo buried the food he couldn't finish in a corner of the yard. That's about all I can remember. I just repeat that.
Thank you. I didn't really need to hear about the dog again, though.
I finished feeding Chugamo and we turned to the hallway. And then I saw Bucky go into the dressing room, no question about it.
Okay, so around the time of the murder, Gyro and Summer were hanging out just outside the dressing room. Guess I'm going to have to find a flaw in there somehow if I want to get anywhere. Ah!
Oh.
Oh,
So, what do we have here?
well, we don't have this much. This was in the hallway.
But the door was
Door.
wide open, so could get
Wait,
out.
look at the door again at the photo. Look how the door, where the door is open.
Is there a photo?
No, in a diagram. Look how the door is opening there. I mean,
Oh my god. She would see nothing but the door. Right?
Yeah.
yeah, if it's open like this, you can't see it. There's only the window or not.
Well, let's just try it.
Oh. Oh.
So you were able to keep an eye on the dressing room while you were out in the yard? Is that correct?
No, that's right. The door to the yard was wide open. Oh,
No. Sorry, but that makes zero sense. Take a look at this diagram of the backstage area. There's a clear contradiction between this diagram and the witness's testimony.
Oh! I'm afraid I don't understand this, Sykes. Please point out what contradicts the witness's testimony.
This thing?
the door. I mean,
Door.
Gyro was in the yard near the
BG.
dog.
The background.
Gyro. Lol. Gyro was in the yard near the doghouse. Prosecutor Blackwell even saw her there. Oh my god, it's getting worse.
Go higher. Go higher.
While she was out there, the door to the yard has been left open. Boom!
Ah, I see.
Yes, if the door to the yard was wide open, as Gyro said, it would have blocked her view, making it impossible for her to see the dressing room.
What? No way.
Oh, I bet you wish she's squeezing your balls like this.
Dario's balls, yes.
But even if there were admittedly a few moments, Garu was not keeping watch. How much would that really affect this case?
It will greatly affect the case. From the spot Prosecutor Blackwell stood, he couldn't see the dressing room door either. Anyone could have entered the dressing room during that time without being seen.
Ah!
Dario's balls.
And now look,
pop.
double slab again.
Yeah.
Gyro, why did you try to hide the fact that you weren't watching the dressing room?
What?
Hide the fact? You speak as though you think she had something to do with the murder. Rather than deliberate deception, it was more likely a simple oversight. Right, witness?
Well, I was so shocked by what happened. I was just confused, that's all.
Even though she is trying to keep up a brave front as an entertainer. The truth is that she is being
eat a
torn
bonbon.
apart in grief. For her mind to be turmoil is hardly unexpected.
Yes, it must be very difficult indeed.
To a disciple, one master is akin to a real parent. Surely her shock is immense. The way this liar tries to pin the blame on the poor soul of the first opportunity. All I can say is, defense attorneys are heartless creatures indeed. But, you know,
But I wasn't. That wasn't what I was trying to do.
it is beyond your comprehension, defense. Your unskilled argument is scaring this witness even further.
Oh.
Die. And if we ask the people of this courtroom, I am sure they would agree.
What? The gallery doesn't get a say in this.
Are you afraid to find out that what they think ill of you, or that perhaps you are in the wrong? Listen to them now with that keen sense of hearing you are so proud of.
He's right. That was hard.
I feel kind of
so
sorry
good
for the
as-
witness. And
let's
why
do
is the
this
lawyers
about
out
it
with
now.
yellow? Again, why are they roasting
I
her
was just trying to
clothing?
get the truth. Why's the whole gallery siding with Prosecutor Samadi?
The people understand.
Understand?
They know what is right and what is wrong. The lawyer's still in training. Why is she all by herself?
I hear the voices of the gallery. I can hear the voices of their hearts. It's so intense. I feel so alone up here, fighting by myself.
Are you afraid, child? It is ludicrous to come to trial with such paltry preparations of the soul. I command you to leave this courtroom at once.
Seriously?
But I can't give up. I have to keep pressing on. As long as there was a moment when nobody was watching the dressing room door, the defendant can't be convicted solely on Prosecutor Blackwell and Gyro's testimonies.
Huh! Even now you would continue to resist? You are childish in defeat as well, I see.
I'm not out for the count yet, Buster. I'm just getting started.
Despite your posturing, is it not true that your resolve could crumble at any moment? With but a little push, you would surely succumb to despair. Die. A little push such as it with this piece of conclusive evidence.
Conclusive evidence, huh?
That is correct. We found a critical piece of evidence at the scene of the crime. The victim's dying message, which clearly implicates the accused Bucky Webb.
Also again written in blood.
Look at these Japanese playing cards, known as Karuta, lined up on the table. Yeah, of course this is totally... makes sense. These special English version Karuta cards spell out a message. That message, wet number 4. And because of that, oh, whoa. This is the killer. What a conclusive evidence, huh?
Yeah.
Wet number 4? You mean wet noodle number 4?
Could he do this if he was dead?
Yes, wet noodle number 4, as fourth head chef of Wet Soba is also known. This message points to none other than the accused Bucky Webb.
No!
That makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. It
Wow,
does not make
Great
sense.
job, Mr. Prosecutor.
Oh no, this is really, really bad. What do I do? What do I do?
Constant report update in the court record.
Would you still carry on your futile fight in the face of this irrefutable evidence?
You can say whatever you want, but we...
It is cruel to give the accused false hope. You will only compound his suffering. Die.
Again.
Wise people of the courtroom, do you not agree? I'm using the courtroom too.
He's always going to make him suffer with this conclusive evidence.
I'm an incompetent noob. I feel bad for the victim and the defendant. What? But I'm trying to prove Mr. White's innocence here.
I know you can hear them, defense. Their voice implore you to save the accused soul. It is time for you to let it go and move on. You inexperienced lawyer. You lack the competence with which to accomplish anything meaningful here.
Man, this guy's very manipulative and, you know, very
Yeah, that's why
psychologically.
Yeah, that's why I don't really like. I don't like this character really. He's very roasty.
Is he right? Is this too much for me to handle on my own?
Like Edgeworth.
What good is she doing anybody? She should just quit right now.
Edgeworth is also roasting, I think.
Now, defense, leave everything to his humble servant of the Holy Mother.
Silence. Oh!
I'm just standing here. He's trying to use your keen sense of hearing against you to manipulate the trial, Athena. What a cheap trick for a supposedly holy man.
Kinda expected this to happen, you know? That
Yeah.
he supports us.
Simon!
It looks weird
Now I'm
from
a
the other
defense
side.
lawyer, and you fop duels in the gallery. Can't your man watch a trial in peace? Ugh. This inexperienced amateur is about to turn the trial around.
Does that prosecutor really think she can turn things around? And why are we commenting everything?
Mood in this courtroom is starting to change.
Prosecutor Blackwell, what are you doing at the defense's bench?
Huh. I grew bored of watching from the gallery. Oh, the chains, they don't sound anymore when I do this. Besides, if I were to leave this trial to this spring chick and lose my favorite soba chum in the process, I will be quite cross. You voluntarily stand on the side of impurity and sin. Truly, what a fool you are. To think you were so easily manipulated by his parlor tricks. Whatever happened to qualified and capable Athena?
kind of find it funny how Athena is always in trouble, and you know she's like the damsel in distress every time, and every
Oh.
time a male hero has to come save her. I mean, it's been like this in the previous game as well. She was alone, and then Apollo came and saved the trial and stuff.
Just let my guard down a little bit, and it won't happen again.
Huh. To gird up your loins and steel yourself for battle.
I'm not getting up anything in this skirt. But I am ready to get serious.
Fuck! It seems there's now yet another soul I must cast down into hell. I was in prison for a long time. And hell sounds no worse than cell, to be honest. Ah, but the fires of hell will not be the end of your suffering.
Is he coming with his ticklish hell again or something?
For the sin you have just committed, you shall surely be reborn as a panda in your next life. A white and black reverse panda, that is. Whatever that means. And you shall be put in a zoo to be exposed to public ridicule.
We reverse colors of a panda. Like,
Huh?
it's
What is
more
it?
black
Reverse?
than white.
A
No.
threat like that won't work on Prosecutor Blackwell. After all, he's already used to looking like a panda in this life.
Original panda would be
Who
more
are you
black
calling a
than white.
panda?
Sorry.
I see that you both are prepared to face the fires of damnation. Like, this guy always, like, sends these people to hell, and, oh, you need to go to hell, and stuff, like, for someone who's supposed to be, like, chill and nice and everything, this is totally out of character, really.
Yeah, sure.
Geir,
guess he
thank you
only
for your
likes
service.
Emma.
You may step down now.
He only likes Emma, I suppose.
And Apollo, no wait. Okay, Doki, bye bye balloon.
Silence!
Hold it. Hold it.
What was the killer?
Does
Oh.
everything have to be about balloons with her?
Now then. I have a witness prepared to testify about the Karuta cards.
And who is the witness this time?
The first to discover the body, and someone who witnessed the crime scene firsthand. I have more witnesses for some reason. Mr. Uendo Tornado. The time has come for that ponytailed pair over there to finally let it all go and move on.
Very well, let's bring in this witness then.
Is this a guy?
Witness,
Yeah.
please state your name and occupation.
I don't know.
PM
me.
should voice this character again, so he also voices someone.
Let me think about something. Oh yeah. I am the Wakugo storyteller, Uendo Tornado. Even if my performance hasn't worth watching, I will hardly watch my words. Wouldn't want to say anything toughless and get arrested. After all, it's
my-
me, a Wakunono.
What?
Hehe.
Rakunono.
Thank you for everybody. Good night. Oh.
You can't leave yet. You've only just introduced yourself.
Oh my. Ah! Shit! Are you a fan of mine, miss? Would you like me an autograph? One moment.
Oh,
What? Why wasn't that thing there? Come on.
Yeah, that's a bit lame.
what do you think you're doing?
No need to stand on ceremony. My fan deserves a fan after all. What a joke. A fan for a fan. Nice one. Oh, why isn't Simon? Are you on this fine day, sir? Quite a dilly of pickle we found yourselves in, wouldn't you say?
I don't believe I've ever seen you talk quite so much, Wendo.
I perform in a place like this, you know. Got butterflies here, can you see?
Why do I always get the weird ones?
Pardon me, witness. As much as I enjoy your banter, I believe we had better return to the case at hand.
I suppose you're right. In that case, I was promoted to Futatsume yesterday and received the stage name of Uendo. Nintendo. The show was our way of celebrating my new name and middle rank standing. Heh.
I looks like a woman.
I looks like a woman.
Maybe I think that's on purpose.
And then that happened. Ha! Maybe she's really a woman and just fake.
He
has
has
less experience. So.
He has no style. He has no grace. This
It's just
card
a show.
has a
I
funny
heard you
face.
something like that had happened not in a million years.
Ah!
And just as I got my chance to start repaying my debt to Shinzo, too. Yeah, plus I'm worried about Gairu. Wow. The way she clung into Shiso. Poor thing. I thought he had to keep a stiff upper lip.
Maybe she was searching for something.
Stiff like rigor mortis.
I like how
Keep telling those lame jokes, and she will come scold you from the grave.
and I'm a guy again.
I wouldn't mind getting yelled at, you know, if it meant seeing him again.
Wendo, please, as charming as your various characters are, this isn't a Rakugo stage.
Let us hear your testimony now, witness. Tell the court about the evidence left at the scene, the proof of your accused guilt. Bitch. Oh, I think he's laying. Like he's
What?
not.
What?
He's
He's
not.
laid?
I don't.
Carry
I don't think he's
0294.
standing. He's
Hey their
like,
smiling face with
sitting.
smiling eyes and rosy
Sitting.
cheeks.
Yeah.
Hello, Power. Welcome to the
message
stream.
right away. The stiff cards were there next to the stiff, you see? Hey now, even with the silly puns already. This is a testimony. This right away. I knew that it must have been talked about Bucky. He is the killer.
Anirachu. Lime smile.
It was the master's final message.
Hello,
Left us
Anira.
that he
Welcome
was
to the
drowning
stream.
In Sober Grove.
Carry
So like Caesar
0294.
not to write
Hey
Bucky's
Dario.
name
Carry
outright.
0294.
Plain
Red
and
heart.
simple. Wasn't his style.
Okay.
Well, that was certainly a more entertaining testimony than usual. The variety of characters performed by the witness was absolutely splendid.
But he shouldn't be performing any characters in the first place, Your Honor. And Wendo, the murder weapon hasn't been determined yet. So how can you say that the victim was drowned in sober broth?
It's obvious. All you have to do is look at the crime scene. He was found with his face shoved in a bowl. It's unnatural to assume that he was drowned in the broth for the noodles.
Except we are not here to assume things, Wendo, so please stick to just the facts.
Mama, it's so like a sober chief to kiss someone this way, wouldn't you say? With the code message that he left behind? It's okay, Bucky, we did it.
Setting aside the issue of the murder weapon for now, that dying message certainly does seem to be irrefutable evidence.
Indeed. It proves the absolute guilt of the accused. Balls. Balls. Whoops.
Even I've got to admit that I can't see how that message could mean anything else.
Bucky used the sober for the deed. All to get back the sober shop deed. All you can see is sitting.
Oh.
This testimony makes Mr. Went look super guilty. I have to do something.
That's his conclusive evidence. What a farce.
What do you mean, Simon?
What's this? I thought you said you weren't planning on asking me for help.
Yes, the damsel in distress needs help now. Oh.
I did, and I won. Thank you very much. Someone must have found an inconsistency in the testimony. I better listen carefully and try to see what he found.
Wasn't he
Found
instant died or
nothing.
something? I don't know.
You'll lose.
Dying message. Another just dying message. Why don't?
Wendell, when you saw the cards on the table, what made you think they were Master Tornado's dying message?
Well, it was a code message right there next to the body. I'm sure anybody would have thought that they were there to name his killer. I love murder mysteries and often watched him on TV.
Oh, I see.
I saw him last seen during a murder mystery marathon last Tuesday. That's what made me think it must be a dying message. Wow. The stiff cards were right there next to the stiff, you see?
The cards are on the table your master's body was slumped over, right? You must have been surprisingly calm to notice them at the time.
As I said, the stiff cards were right there next to the stiff, so they were hard to miss.
But wouldn't it have been more natural to notice the victim rather than the cards?
The message just caught my eye, because the stiff cards were right there next to the stiff.
Yes, but that fact hardly seems significant enough to make a person take note of them.
Stiff cards next to the stiff. Next to the stiff.
So basically, there was no real reason for them to catch your eye, was there?
Ah. Hey, now enough with those silly puns already.
That's right, I need you to give your testimony, not perform a scene. Please remember you're on the witness stand, not the stage.
Look at all those wonderful people in the audience. It's natural for an entertainer to want them to have some fun. Guess we can let a few jokes slide, right?
Oh, the inevitable bleeding of your work into other areas of your life. I know how that is. I find myself being unwittingly judgmental in my personal life, too.
Right. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Well done, Johanna. I guess you can't judge a judge by his cover.
Ho ho ho! Oh ho ho! Merry Christmas!
Yes, he is Santa, I know that.
Not to be so critical of the witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Daddy. Much obliged. Yes, Daddy. Anyway, I got the meaning right away. I know they must have been talked about Bucky.
The cards do spell out wet number 4, which could be interpreted as wet noodle number 4, I guess. I suppose you took this to mean Bucky wet?
There's only one wet noodle around here, and you've seen the giant 4 on his back. It's only natural interpretation that it makes sense.
Yeah, I guess so. And wait a minute.
What is it?
What if there's another wet noodle in the area?
Oh!
Man, even this thing kind of smokes too. I mean, what the?
Ah, did I say something strange?
Buck is the soul here to the shop. So enough with the ludicrous straw grasping.
Hey, how was I supposed to know?
Just listen to the testimony again and find a glaring inconsistency.
That was the master's final message left as he was drowning in the suburb world. What?
So the victim lined up those cards in his final moments?
Why sport?
How can you be so certain that's how it went down?
You know, Shiso, he would never let someone get the last word on him, even in death. But his face in suburb rough and his consciousness fading away. He left a message that pointed towards Bucky as he left this world. It's the only way this could have happened.
Wait! The only way? Now you're just speculating.
Look, at a dying match as someone if you leave as you're dying, right?
No!
Something like that in a
Makes no sense.
detective show.
Innuendo, we have a saying in my country. Silence is more precious than diamonds. Please do not speak any more than is necessary.
But attacking is my life thought, you know. Attack all the time. This and that, truths and untruths. I can't stop myself from talking.
Hopefully he will stick to the truths without any of those untruths.
God, why I'm lagging? Oh my god, I'm lagging. It's like she's not a red Pakistan outright. Plain and simple, wasn't his
Bucky.
style.
Oopsie.
Simon, are all Rakugo artists like this?
It's hard to say. It could simply be eccentricity.
Eccentricity.
Eccentricity of an entertainer, or perhaps he's hiding something.
Well, he doesn't have to entertain people in the court of law. And if he is trying to hide something, maybe it will show up as a contradiction or something.
Sorry, but it's not contradictable.
But don't you think it's strange? Could a dying person really leave such a convoluted message?
Even the throes of death, it wasn't just nature to throw in a twist somehow. Truly consummate entertainer till the very end, don't you think?
Was he really that great of a man, Simon?
It would have been no easy task to be sure.
Simon!
But who knows? He wasn't an entertainer for 55 years for nothing.
If I bite that big one like that, I wanna leave a message as good as Jesus. Hehe.
Well, let's hope it never comes to that. Simon!
Simon Belmont!
What says the autopsy report, actually?
Yeah, good question, huh? Suffocation, nothing was found in his lungs. Well,
Nothing.
well, then he wasn't drowning in sober broth, I guess.
In fact, he's mega drowning.
Well, the good of it, we don't have many evidence. There were like 5 possibilities, but
I guess so. I mean, what else can we present here? There's nothing.
Well, actually... Oh.
There's a contradiction in Windows testimony.
Would you care to explain where, Miss Sykes?
Let me boot up my mini computer. Certainly, Your Honor.
Winget OS.
According to the
Widget.
autopsy report, nothing unusual was found in the victim's lungs.
Okay.
Oh yes, it does say that, doesn't it?
Oh.
If he had drowned in a bowl or sober, then there should have been some sober broth in his lungs. But since there wasn't any, it means the victim was suffocated with something other than sober broth.
pure, pure.
What? What was that? Oh my god!
This is the contradiction you noticed, isn't it, Simon?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Nice music.
Look at his smile. It's kind of creepy, rapey.
Nerd.
Why's nobody laughing?
Because it's the worst thing I've ever heard.
I guess I showed you.
But if drowning in the sober broth wasn't the cause of death, then when was the victim's face thrust into that bowl?
Typhoid Tornado's face was thrust into the bowl before his murder, during his murder, after his murder.
Obviously after. Otherwise, he would still be breathing and,
Yes.
you know.
Because no sober broth was discovered in the victim's lungs, his head must have been placed in the bowl after he was killed.
Bowl.
And that's when the sober broth must have been spilled onto the Karuda cards. In other words, the victim could not have lined the cards up as he was drowning.
I see. So it was done after he was already dead. But why would the culprit do such a thing?
I'm afraid
For
I
the
don't know.
cards or not?
Objection.
Maybe for the cards? Ah. Ich bin gay.
Heh. You boast of psychological expertise, yet you cannot determine such simple motive. My sides are liable to spit at an absurdity.
But I suppose you know why.
Of course. Desecrating the body in that manner
I will update our to see report now.
indicates a strong sense of enmity on the part of the perpetrator.
Yes, it does make sense. It certainly paints a clear picture of the culprit's intense feelings toward the victim.
Feelings of resentment over the theft of the Soba shop deed, no doubt.
Just great. Now the judge has an even more unfavorable impression of Bucky.
Must you come undone at every juncture? If the culprit had time enough to set up Master Tornado's body, do you think they would have honestly failed to notice the dying message?
Good point. The cards were right in front of his body after all. Rationally speaking, there's no way the culprit could have misread her.
But the accused rational at the time, given the way he stormed out of that room?
Silence! Fresse!
Never mind, Dad. I have something more important to ask you, Endo.
Me?
You saw the Karuda cards firsthand, did you not? Would you care to tell us about them in a bit more detail? Those tiny crime scene photos show us precious little of what I wish to know.
Well, those cuts are from Shizo's special soba scenes of Tokyo's past set. Each cut is related to in some way to soba.
Spare me the history lesson. Just tell me how the cards looked at the scene, and no more.
Well, there was soba broth spilled all over them.
Oh, that's not much help, I'm afraid. Prosecutor Samari, do we have a photo that shows the cards more clearly?
No.
Fuck. I do. Please accept this meager offering, Your Honor.
Oh, that's a
first
big
I gotta
photo.
Wavy, hound, equipment, traditional, nostalgic. Ouch! 4.
Great.
Oh my, what delightful looking cards.
Well, well. Tearing prosecutors' sad monks' conclusive evidence apart should be a breeze with this.
Huh?
Don't tell me you haven't noticed.
Don't be silly. Oh, of course I have. Not noticed anything, but I can't exactly say that now, can I?
Karuda cards added to the court record.
Miss Sykes, do you really see a problem with the prosecution's claim about these cards?
Well, go on then.
Alright. It's do or die. All I have to do is study the picture and... These cards were rearranged, contain a contradiction, are a kind of riddle.
Are we arranged or not? You know, the broth.
Yeah.
It is spilled out.
It looks a bit weird. I give you that.
Well, if it was in the middle, it would be spilled or not on it.
Yeah.
And it means they are rearranged or not. That's wrong.
I would
Oh.
guess so.
These cards were rearranged.
But how can you tell?
Please take a good look at these cards, Your Honor. Their answer's right in front of us.
Where exactly should we be looking, Miss Sykes?
The pictures on the cards, the sober rough stains, the size of the cards.
The silver rough stains, right?
Yeah, that's...
Please focus your attention on the sober rough stains on these cards. The outline of these stains don't match up with the larger stain on the table.
Oh, but you look at that. You're absolutely right. And
Please recall that the sober broth was spilled and got on the cards after the murder, when the victim's face was placed in the bowl.
let's go on.
How is it possible?
By the stains, you can see that the culprit deliberately rearranged the cards after that. In other words, this message was altered in order to pin the crime on my client.
What? Then if you put the cards back in their original positions.
I can restore the evidence and see who the cards were really pointing toward.
That's true.
How come?
Then what are we waiting for? Let's do this! All I have to do is
How
rearrange the cards
conka?
so that the stains match up.
How conka?
Let's see, where was this W card originally?
Imagine you get punished, it will be fun.
WWE.
Well,
that's that
Look
one.
at the stains.
Perfect, okay, the H card
And
is
how
next.
how are they
Actually,
doing
look at-
this? Like with Photoshop or what? Like they just
Yeah,
edit the
Photoshop.
picture in
Oh,
real
Please, you
time.
don't get punished.
Let's
you get
see, where was
punished for
this
one
H
pla-
card originally?
On top left. Top left.
No, wasn't it here?
For sure.
Ugh.
Huh. The stains don't match up if you place the card there. How can you not see that? Are those ridiculous bangs obscuring your vision? Bro.
Hey, you don't have to be so rude about it. Ugh, whatever. I'll try again. Let's see, when was this H card originally?
That was the white down, or not? Looks,
Could be.
Yes, now the E card. E! Let's see, when was this E card originally?
well, it looks like this one. Oh,
A perfect match. Next up is the T card.
it probably means nothing what it did
Let's see, when
white.
was this T card originally?
What an interesting minigame.
Oh.
Great, that fits right in there. Now the N card, the N word. Let's see, when was this N card originally?
What? Oh.
On the top right there.
Oh,
There, that looks good. Now,
way. Then
let's see, when was this card originally?
from Eel Dog.
Nice, almost done now. The last card
Owen.
is 4.
It's Eel
Let's
Dog.
see, when was this 4 card originally?
Seriously, I have to point it.
Owen?
What if I point to completely somewhere else, you know?
Yeah, put it on the nostalgic. All the way over there. Huh. The stains don't match up if you
Same
place the
text,
card there.
same text. Same text.
But I
Are
can't
you
skip
fucking
it. I can't skip it for some reason.
Mr. Sykes? Oh no, wait,
What?
Miss
Owen,
Sykes!
Four? Huh? What?
So the message, wet number 4, was originally supposed to say Owen 4th. And this original message is our clue to the identity of the true culprit.
That Indian look on Prosecutor Sadmonk's face is positively priceless. This is absurd!
So it was originally Owen 4th.
What does that even mean?
What number 4?
Maybe they know you're smarter than we thought.
Order! Order in the car! Well, I never would have imagined that there was more to these cards than meets the eye. The cards updated in the court record. Oh, so now that that's settled, what does this Owen 4th mean?
Wait, am I
What else are you supposed to provide an explanation? Of course it's you.
Lol, look at that incompetent woman, lol. Very lol.
But I hadn't
Ah,
thought
food
that
is
far
ready.
yet.
Change the cards around and all you like, but if you cannot explain what the message means, then it is as worthless as you are, defense. Even though I provided this as conclusive evidence. Even though I provided as conclusive evidence, so I don't really. And so the spring chick that fancies itself a graceful swan is brought back down to earth.
I have to do something, but what?
Still your thoughts for a second. There's a perfectly good witness to question over there.
All right, that's a good idea. Come on, Athena, get a hold of yourself. Wendo, does the phrase oven forth mean anything to you?
No, there's no name named Owen in the Tunnel family, or our circle of friends. Go ahead, ask anyone you'd like.
You can't be serious.
Having rummaged through your empty mind, I see you have, as expected, turned up nothing.
Man, he's really feeling it today.
Silence.
I'm afraid I have no idea who the devil this Oven Forth is either.
I think it's not a
But
name.
the fact remains that the cards were rearranged to pin the blame on Mr. Wet. That in itself proves that the defendant isn't the real culprit.
Yes!
Double.
Prosecutor Blackwell is right! Besides, the important question here is not who does the message point to, but rather who rearranged the cards?
Why didn't you point that out earlier if you already knew?
Sorry. In any case, there were two opportunities for someone to rearrange the cards. The first was when Mr. Wet entered the dressing room, and the second was when Wendo discovered the body.
Accusing me of rearranging the cards? Me who came to this out of the goodness of my heart? Whisper of the heart?
Well, you didn't exactly come running out and screaming straight away, did you? Even a mere 2 or 3 minutes is more than enough time to get up some devilry. So what exactly were you doing in there, Wendo? Put down that tea and spit out your answer!
Mr. Prosecutor. Fuck. What's I supposed to do at a time like this?
Silence is more precious than diamonds, witness. Therefore, you need only to stay silent. The defense is devious. They are waiting for you to make a slip of the tongue.
Anyway, interesting music. Da-da-da. Oh, I see. That's why they are after, is it? In that case, I won't say anything. Your Honor, I've decided not to say another word. But then he gets,
Very good. After all, your right to remain silent is protected by law.
But then he can't,
Well, Prosecutor Blackwell, any other brilliant ideas you'd like to share?
Man, did you hear that, Sykes Dono? A Rakogo artist who's afraid to speak. Who's ever heard of such a thing? Are you trying to taunt him into talking? Such petty trick will never work.
That's right. I'm not going to fall for it.
I am only asking to hear your story. Besides, is it not your job to tell your tales if there's an audience to listen?
Even so, avoid to refuse to answer.
The more you keep quiet, the more we want you to talk. That's a simple human nature.
Psst.
Isn't that right, people of the gallery? Hey, we want to listen to the story! Of course, now there's no text. Why is there no text? Even with this wonderful audience in front of you, you will still refuse to talk? If so, then perhaps you choose the wrong line of work, my friend.
Are you saying I should quit? Because I'm not afraid to speak in my mind, and I have you know. Oh no, never mind what I just said. This is scary to talk, it's absolutely terrifying. But no, as a young artist, I must talk. If I don't, why can I ever show my face on stage again? Your Honor, I'm ready to testify.
He did it! He managed to convince Wendo with his power suggestion technique.
Bully for you, Wendo. That's a real Rakugo artist should be.
All right. If the witness wishes to testify, then by all means, please do.
To be turned by such an obvious ploy. What a man of weak spirit.
What testimony?
In the dressing.
After my performance, I went to visit Shisho. I called him to him from the outside, the room, but he didn't reply. Oh wait, now it's like a woman. God damn it. When I entered the dressing room, I was saw Shisho slumped over the table, motionless.
From what I can tell, there do not appear to be any inconsistency in the testimony.
Of course, there aren't any, because I'm not trying to hide anything.
Well, shit.
Somebody's right. I don't see anything inconsistent either. But I did pick up on something discord in Wendo's heart.
Discord? Huh. Ponder all you would like, defense, but it is pointless. Your Honor, I believe there is no need for further deliberation.
Hold it! I disagree, Your Honor. I detected discord in the voice of the witness's heart. That's a clear indication that Wendo is facing some sort of inner turmoil.
Are you saying what I think you're saying, Miss Sykes?
Yes, Your Honor. The defense would like to conduct a quick therapy session on this witness.
Objection.
What?
Wendo, there is no need for you to submit to this so-called therapy.
It's fine by me. I've nothing to hide, bring it on.
Ah! Piteous fool! Why will you not listen to the guidance of this humble servant of the Holy Mother?
If the witness wishes to proceed, I see no problem, prosecutor.
In one ear and out to the other. Damn, that was a mouthful. It seems this performer has no need for your so-called guidance, Prosecutor Sandmonk. Bitch. Just know this, Wendo. Your folly will surely earn your divine retribution.
Thanks, Simon. I'm going to make the most of this opportunity you created for me.
Just keep your wits about you.
I will. Wendo, could you tell us again about what happened in the dressing room?
Turning on Widget OS. Hey, look, this is the feature we do like. Anyways, we should do a recess here.
I went to visit
Because
Shiso.
it's time to swap.
What?
We should,
Dario's making
time-
the times. I mean,
it's time to
Okay.
swap, and we should do a recess.
recess.
Yes.
Alright, see you guys soon. I'll check on the upload.
Should we not save? It could crash. Could crash.
Hello? Why is it not returning? Hello?
What's wrong, Dario? Your
Oh,
mom
yeah,
is
right.
not.
But
Why are you eating more? You already ate.
because there was not enough spaghetti,
Yeah.
so now I have to
Enough.
die. Why?
At my performance, I went to visit Shisho, but I always said. I called him for outside the room. But he didn't reply. When I entered the dressing room, I saw Shisho slumped over the table, motionless.
I have to read this later.
I didn't really notice any unexpected emotions in that testimony.
But it isn't always a question of presence,
What are you eating?
of an emotional response, but the absence.
Stop eating, please.
You know, you're right.
Swallow, Dario. Swallow, please.
I mean,
Swallow.
first Dario says, "Oh, I can't eat in my room." And now he's eating in his room. Lol. I guess it's
Yeah, but
not
I
a huge
can't-
problem after all.
No,
It's a
I can't eat.
contradiction, actually.
I can't eat spaghetti because it makes a mess.
You can. You can.
But I
Yes,
can't
you
eat.
eat it on your plate.
Yeah, and where
Then
do I put
get-
this
get
plate?
a Lätzchen, Dario. Like a baby Lätzchen.
When you're
or
done, you
something.
put the plate in the dishwasher,
Oh,
like any normal human being does.
Maybe you can eat normal this spaghetti.
And I'm so glad I'm not living with Dario. I think we would kill each other after 2 days.
Lol.
It's not always the emotions I do see.
Well,
Sometimes it's a matter of what I don't, but would expect to see. I better carefully compare Wendo's statements to his emotions again. Did you change the name?
look, he's
Yes.
happy.
Happy.
Yes, of course he's happy. It makes sense. He's
He's
also
still
happy.
happy. He's still happy.
But why is he happy when no one responds? That's suspicious.
Shouldn't it be?
Couldn't he
You're
also
shocked.
be surprised or something?
You're shocked or something.
Yeah.
Do it. Try it. Dario.
What?
Ah,
That one, the short
no!
one.
Wendo, something here just doesn't match.
Match. I see. Match as in. Managed to assert a took for calculated hypothesis. Ha! Ha!
Wow.
In other words, you added something here that didn't match, correct?
Huh. It appears you've met your match.
Lol.
No worries. That was just one match. There's still the rest of the game to go.
Shut the fuck up here, slut.
The
Okay,
shocked
pit-
one there, not the happy.
Aha.
Wendo, I'm noticing something strange with these emotions.
Something strange but cheesy to her skin. You say?
No, something strange with these emotions. How could you have heard something stranger with cheesy toe skin?
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe it's me who's got some cheese in my ears.
Now
He
he's.
willed the floor to open up and swallow his cushions out of shame for that bad joke? The point I'm trying to make is that I noticed something unexpected in your emotions. Now stop hiding and come out where we can see you.
Bailiff! Please bring the witness a few replacement cushions!
Even more?
So what was this unexpected thing you not noticed?
His crotch is directly in the middle of the screen.
Oh, come on, his honor said a few cushions, not a few dozen.
Now that we've all had a good laugh, please continue, Miss Sykes.
Who's laughing? Hark, focus, Athena, don't let yourself get rattled. When you entered the room and saw your master slumped motionless over the table, you weren't the least bit shocked, Wendo. Don't you think that's a little odd?
Is it though?
The lack of surprise means you were prepared for what you saw. And I think I know why. The reason Wendell wasn't shaken when he saw his master's dead body is because he was zoned out. He has an entertainer's guts. He knew about his master's death.
Yeah, probably that one. Would be funny to see
If it was wrong.
with the zoned out thing, you know.
Well, you could save and
maybe the
load.
reason
I
you
mean,
weren't
what's
shaken
the
was because you already knew you would find your master dead.
Well, look how many cushions there are. Oh my goodness. I like to think that, you know, the courtroom has
What kind
this
of
just
thing?
for
Is it to
in
say?
case they have more.
You've got it all wrong. Oh, wait. Just remembered something. Jesus was just sleeping when I first saw him. Was he sad?
Yeah.
And that makes you sad? The
Yes.
fuck?
You thought he was sleeping? It sounds plausible, but
No.
what made you think he was asleep?
Well, he had his head and arms up on the table, as if he were taking a nap. Oh, and on another thing, there was that note too.
A note? What note?
The Xbox. Oh, he must be talking about this. It appears to have been written by the victim.
Look at Camel Man.
Allow me to read it. Resting. Do not disturb.
Yes, that's the note I saw. Added to the court record.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
After we died, Wolf thinks Shizu was snapping.
Shut the fuck up!
Yeah, that's what the judge said.
That is a pretty reasonable assumption.
What, it's pretty reasonable to be sad? What the hell?
Yeah,
Taifu's note added to the court record.
but I saw the camel somewhere.
There's a woman
That's
again.
right. I saw this note, so that's why I thought Shizu was asleep and not dead. Huh. I want to change my testimony to include that statement.
Alright, I'll run an update.
Windows
My fucking Windows! Ah!
Yeah.
Fucking
Apparently
Windows
soon we are-
update!
Apparently, we are soon gonna get upgraded to Windows 11 at work.
What I didn't say.
LOL.
Curtain
Actually, you know what
closet.
happens? There was like an update on my work laptop.
Yeah.
And I just installed Windows 11, even though I'm not supposed to.
Lol.
Now I
Yeah,
have
it is
Windows
a normal
11.
But
update.
it didn't reply.
It is a normal update after all.
Yeah, but that was like a year ago or 2 years ago. I just updated without them asking. I think there was a mistake on the
No.
IT part because usually the IT controls the updates, not yourself.
Now you get cancelled, Dario.
I don't even use that laptop anyways.
Info
I
update.
kind of hate it. It's very fucking slow.
When I opened the door, I thought he was sleeping.
And that makes no emotions whatsoever. And then
But
he's
something
angry.
seemed off, so I rushed over to him. I was shocked to find him dead. I couldn't believe my eyes.
There was one emotion that seems out of place given Wendo's actions and statements.
Action figure.
I wonder why he felt that particular emotion then. And I'm not gonna tell the player which emotion I mean.
If you've noticed something, then hurry up and point it out already.
I know, I'm just trying to be thorough, that's all.
Actually, I thought, in this game he would have his eyes all healed up because he's not in jail anymore and he's out of
That's just
guilt.
how it normally looks. It's just
Really?
how it
I
normally
don't
looks.
think. I thought that was because of the jail, and the sleepless nights that he had. That's why he had those eyes. That's what I thought.
I think that's just his style.
Wasn't there like a picture of him without those eyelid things?
when he was younger.
It looked to me like you were just being timid.
It was not. I was not. You just watched me pinpoint the heck out of his emotions.
Well, then how about you suck my dick?
I also would be angry if someone is sleeping. Would also be angry. Lol, not just kidding. I'm so angry. Ah.
I guess pinpoint the angry?
Window, I noticed something funny in your emotions again.
Funny, you say? Just an antenna of my caliber can make people laugh even with my emotions.
I didn't mean that kind of funny. Quite the opposite, actually. When you entered the dressing room, I see that you suddenly felt anger. What I want to know is, what made you feel angry all of a sudden?
What? Let's see. Oh yeah, now I remember. As I was going in, I whacked my little piggy on something. I was annoyed at my own clumsiness. Hehe.
Wait, you mean you stubbed your pinky toe?
Just a little bump on my little piggy. No, my big deal.
Piggy.
It's embarrassing. Really embarrassing. Really embarrassing.
Since Monarchy's hiding something, I better dig a bit deeper. No need to be embarrassed, Wendell. But I'm afraid it's something we do need to look into. I don't really see anything you could have stubbed your toe on.
The table, it went to the table.
In the area around the dressing room during this picture. Maybe there was something there at the time. Wendell, what exactly did you stub your toe on?
What an irrelevant question. You dishonor the soul of the victim with these unnecessary delays.
You tell her. Really, we doesn't stop that to every once in a while. We really got views of us every small detail like this.
Yes.
Well, the thing is...
Double objection.
Even the most subtle of fluctuations in a person's psyche can clue us in to the truth. That's why it's important to get to the bottom of this question. Plus, if I back down now, who knows what new insults Simon will hurl my way. Is there really no trace left of what Wendell stubbed his toe on by the door? What in the world might have been there then, but is not there now?
Well, there's some, noise. Wait, I think the table moved. Look at this thing there. On the ground. You know this, back there, he probably hit the table or something.
But I'm gonna lose a life! That was
What?
a failure.
Wendell, did you stub your toe on the table?
PM, you failed.
I didn't say to I didn't say you should
failed.
just say it. It looks weird.
Failure! Wait a minute. Oh. Well, it does appear that something hit the table and moved it. Winner said he stubbed his toe as he was entering the dressing room.
Yeah, and that table looks pretty far from the door. Could what bumped into the table also be a clue as to what Wendell stubbed his toe on?
Careless answers will only hurt us here. So think careful before you speak again.
Right.
Okay, so
Is
you
there
were...
really no trace left of what Wendell stubbed his toe on by the door?
So you were...
So it wasn't wrong.
It was wrong, but you didn't get punished for it because you were on the right track, I guess.
What in the world might have been there then, but it's not there now?
Yeah, this carton there, you know, totally.
No, wait.
Well, I mean, why is it so
what-
broken like this?
Will you hurt?
maybe it's-
Will it hurt you?
Not really, actually.
Well, look, on the other side, there's also a piece of this thing. We know it's dumb. Maybe it was frozen dumplings or something. I guess it was in the kitchen, in the fridge. I mean, it's
I
open.
don't see anything really. Yeah, where's the door anyways? I don't know. Is it this way or is it that way? Where's the door?
Look at the photo. It's not a different photo in the card record or something.
Oh, there it is.
Look, that's the door.
So it's behind us.
him.
Well, the only thing I can see is this thing here. Is this this food box here, whatever it is.
Well, would you hurt yourself with that? Well, we know the table got moved.
Then it's time to die.
Well, if you see, I said there's also a piece of the box. It must be there before, not.
LOL. Some other guy ordered a MacBook, and guess what he got from Amazon?
He got a table. What do you call those? Those cutting tables.
No, he got a toilet seat.
Are you kidding me? Oh my
I'm
goodness.
not kidding.
How's that even possible? Not even the packaging makes sense.
So yeah, I'm not alone with this problem. I'm not alone.
So was this
So
all
never
happened this
buy
year?
These are all reports from a couple months ago, so it's pretty recent. So apparently you need to, if you want to buy something expensive, then you should choose a DHL station, because then it gets delivered by DHL and not Amazon. And then there's less, the chance of getting the wrong item is reduced.
Actually, what is?
Because there's less room for manipulation, you know?
Actually, what is this white powder there? Actually.
That's your cum.
But it can be this then or not? Look at the eyes. There's also a piece of the. Or maybe it was wooden.
I mean, the TV is unplugged.
No, wait. The fridge is unplugged or something. No, wait, the fridge is on.
I mean, the TV is unplugged for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's not the.
Apparently, they also suggest to write an email at jeff@amazon.com
LOL!
or ecr@amazon.com.
Come on.
Please take a good look at this photo of the crime scene.
Weird thing about the TV in this.
Jeff. Jeff Bezos. Do you see it? This long trace that goes from the door all the way across the room?
What?
Oh, now that you mention it, I do see traces of something getting dragged.
So it was the table.
The drag mark ends there at the TV.
I don't see it any. I don't even see it.
I said the TV was originally by the door.
What? Seriously? I would have never guessed that.
Actually, we need to watch that anime cutscene again. Wasn't he watching TV there?
I'm convinced that this TV is the object the witness stubbed his toe on. Well, Wendo, how about it?
Yes, you're right. It was the TV.
Ah, still 10%.
There, the noise level dropped again.
But why did he move it then? I mean. Yes, I stepped on my pinky toe under the TV. But what of it? What is so important to you?
So the noise went down, but it hasn't completely disappeared yet. Which means he's still hiding something. Okay, then let's try this tactic instead. Wendo, why was the TV moved there?
Shizu must have moved it so he could watch my routine. What? But it was a place to put it, right in the middle of the doorway like this. Like that. I didn't want to bump into it again, so put it back where it belonged.
Performances on stage can be viewed in the dressing room using that TV?
That's right. It's a closed circuit monitor that shows the stage.
Crime scene report updated in the court record.
Would the cable even reach the Steckdose?
I see. Now what? I can't find anything else out of the place.
Why are you making these noises? Why are you doing this?
Ask Dario.
Because why not?
I still haven't gotten the noise level down to 0 yet. Simon! I'm still getting noise here, but I don't see anything else fishy.
This is precisely why amateurs are such a bother.
Sorry.
I am Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm in no mood to play Nursemaid.
Remember, look at that pose. It's that typical YouTuber, commentary pose.
LOL,
I
are you
mean?
kidding me?
With those arms.
Can do that.
Oh my god, this is exactly that, actually. Oh my god. You should be a YouTube commentator.
I'm in no mood to play YouTube here. Play Nursemaid here, but if that's what it takes to save at the soba shop. Hoi, Uendo. Here's a curiosity for you. This table, Master Tornado, is slumped over. Looks like it was moved. Did you happen to bump into it while you were moving the TV back?
Oh my, yes, you're right. Then we hit the table and Shizu's body moved up without jolt. Wow. That's when I first realized that Shizu was dead. Oh, but how scared I was.
I see. Thank you. We're finally getting a more precise picture on how the body was discovered. But I'd rather you need put the spurs to Uendo just a trifle longer. A trifle longer.
Right. As you say, YouTube commentator.
Where there's
Can't
smoke,
keep asking Simon
they
to clean
paint
me
back.
up like this. Otherwise people think I'm the damsel in distress. But I'm a strong, independent woman.
I'm
So,
Princess Peach.
it's time for me to regain my footing and really stand on my own.
Princess is in another castle.
Stop the sexism! Window, what you said just now about discovering your master's death,
In Nuremberg.
could you please describe all of that again with according detail?
Alright. I do it.
Actually, I need that
Before you
sound
do-
in Nuremberg. Actually, I need that sound.
Sunday in Nuremberg.
But before you
was a
do, let
sunny
me
day.
just plug in the latest information.
For performance, I went to visit Shisho. I called to him for outside the room, but he didn't come. But he didn't reply. When I opened the door, I thought he was sleeping. Info update. I tried to enter the dressing room, but stumped my toe on the TV.
How did you not see the TV? Huh? It looks like it's just there.
No, probably because he was looking at the master and was like, oh!
Really? But that thing is fucking ginormous.
Ha! When I put the TV back to its normal spot, I realized that the Shizu was dead.
Now look at this animation there.
And for updated. See him slumped over the cluttered table. Oh, Shizu. Shizu. Nah.
I've not really seen any emotions I'd consider out of place. How about you, Simon?
How many times are you going to come to running to me?
No, I was just looking for a second opinion.
Well, take another good look at the flow of emotions. Don't just look for simple inconsistencies. Look at the
Yeah.
intensity of his emotions, too.
Actually, that's what I noticed. Didn't his sadness,
Lesson, or he's
Yeah.
less sad than before or something.
yes.
I say thanks, Simon.
But why is he
Actually noticed.
surprised in the
Let's
last
compare
one?
it. He looks sad, a bit sad. Now he's ultra. Now it's
no,
more
it's-
sad.
Really?
What?
Isn't it the same?
Simon Says.
Actually, now I also notice he was surprised before, but now he's even more surprised.
Yeah. And you were right.
That's odd. After the initial shock of finding the victim dead, you reacted with surprise again. What was it that surprised you, and no besides your master's death?
What do you mean?
What's more, you were even more surprised the second time than the first. What could have surprised you more than finding your late master?
Search me, you little thing, you must have made a mistake.
Silence.
The girl is as sharp as a trap, to be sure. But her ability to hear people's emotion is absolute. Now, get to remembering you, Endo. What was it that surprised you?
That was a compliment, right?
Well, what?
100% again.
No,
No.
we've pushed him too hard. I know he's mentally ill. He's mentally ill. He's insane.
This person is
His emotions are completely out of control. Ah!
out of control. Care to explain how that's relevant?
No, normally I listen for the hidden emotions in the witness's voice, right?
No.
From there, I look for inconsistencies between their testimony and those emotions. Sometimes the person's feelings can run too high, making it hard to get proper readings.
So that's how your Matrix program works. Fascinating.
I need this in real life.
Ordinarily, it's just one emotion that runs out of control. But it seems there's nothing ordinary about this time.
He's about to come!
Error!
Where's my performance? What is Shiso? Oh my god. I called him for outside the room.
Ah!
But he didn't reply. But there's no reply. I opened the door. I thought he was sleeping. I tried to enter the dressing room, but stopped my toe on the TV. When I put the TV back in its normal spot, I realized that she was dead. She saw the comet bell sniff oh Shiso.
I knew it.
Huh. What's your Snickers? All in a bunch now.
Are you kidding me?
All in a bunch now.
The power bank?
Are you kidding me? Wendell has multiple emotions running out of control at the same time.
So when is the power bank
That's
dying?
insane! I've never seen anything like this ever.
Well, he wasn't the Phantom
Actually,
like this.
she did with just
Phantom.
Injustice We Trust.
Yeah, the Phantom.
The Phantom.
And those the other, some other.
So how does one bring a situation like this back under control?
I have to find the root cause of this tangled mess before I can treat him. If I can identify what is causing this emotional rampage, then I can probe LB to dive in further. I need to point to what I think is the root cause and hit probe again. Through this process, I can identify exactly what's causing Uendo so much distress.
And that will help bring his emotions back under control? In that case, let's get started, shall we?
Alright, I can't guarantee success, but it's definitely worth a shot. Time to look for the root cause of Wendo's rampaging emotions.
Well, I mean, he was sad.
The cards or something.
It could be the cards. He looks at the cards.
Yeah, they're all dirty now.
The sad face.
I get it now! The cards are the root of it all! Wow!
Really?
Hey! Are you sleeping or what?
I heard clicking.
What was sound? Could it... Someone, the sound is
Telephone
up.
is ringing.
Yeah. I don't know who that is.
Maybe it's FedEx calling you to get your table. I mean,
No, they don't have
actually,
my
no,
house.
I meant to get your toilet seat.
Somehow.
Oh,
Anyway,
Imagine I get like a big ass packet, but it's just one big sponge.
anyway, somehow I lost audio.
What? Yeah, because there's no audio playing right now.
Why? I mean, before that.
Whatever, go on.
No, I don't know what happened.
Go on!
I said it before. Did you hear it?
No.
Yeah.
Apparently Dario didn't hear it.
Don't try to deny it. Hurensohn! You can't hide your feelings from me!
Maybe a power bank. Nah, just kidding.
The dying message that was left at the scene of the crime is what was causing your distress.
Really?
My golden Karten.
And if the dying message was the cause of all those feelings, then that means the phrase "oven forth" must mean something to you.
No.
Now he's
Wow, zero.
now he's like
It-
bye
It's
bye.
just like your upload, or my upload. You know, it's only for 100% and then it goes back to zero because it errors out.
There! No, it's not a zero! Finally!
The dying message consists of two words, Owen and forth.
Oh,
Wow.
But neither of these two words have anything to do with this witness. This topic warrants no further argument.
Sure, there may not seem to be any direct connection between Uendo and the message. But now, why don't you wait and decide what's necessary after you hear my theory?
I trust you've hit upon something, Athena. In
Yeah, but my
justice
theory
we
is
trust.
You can finally solve the case of Uendo and the mysterious oven forth.
Heh. Well, go on then.
I can already tell this promises to be interesting. Now, please share your theory of the
Carry0294. LOL face with tears of joy. Imagine Dario getting a huge bar of chocolate or something instead of the desk. LOL.
Punishment!
There was something puzzling to me about Wendo's out of control emotions just now.
If it was a huge bar of chocolate, I guess. I don't know, man. That would be too much
try
chocolate.
chocolate. You want chocolate now?
Namely that there were 3 distinct reactions present.
I can't
I've never
eat
seen
all
that
that
before.
chocolate.
And I wondered how it could be possible.
Is there a conclusion to this meandering musing of yours?
Hold your horses, I'm getting there.
Palkanka!
So could a person flip between 3 distinct emotions of such intensity like a switch? Like a Nintendo Switch?
Well,
Yeah,
apparently,
I confirmed that it just wasn't possible.
apparently the Switch 2 name got leaked or something. By
What's it
Google.
called?
Wait,
Coffee?
Carry0294. How about a giant OVO bar?
Switch A something. Switch.
I call it switch latte. Switch latte.
Switch
balls.
attach. There you go. Switch attach.
What kind of fucking name is that? Attached to what?
It's just. I don't
That
think
would
it's a
be
league.
another reuse scenario, probably.
Yeah.
I said Pioro. Did Pioro
In
leak
fact,
it? No.
you can attach it to your balls.
Yeah.
In the end, I concluded that it just wasn't possible.
And why are you reading news there while playing?
Man, Switch attach, man. So that's it, is it? Is that the Switch Night 2? A bit unconventional, but I'll grant that it's possible within the realm of psychology. Actually, that was very fitting, actually.
Yeah.
I'm afraid you have to explain it for the old man up here on the bench what a switch attach means.
Your Honor, my theory is that Window is a robot!
Has supernatural powers.
Well, he has multiple personalities, that's for sure. Actually, oh, please save. I want to see what happens if you choose a robot. Please. Please.
He is a robot!
Image this is correct.
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised to hear that Window is actually a robot! Why not show your true self now, Window? Give us an old beep boop boop! Beep boop 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 boop!
You are correct. I am a robot. Beep bop bop. Ha! What a space cadet.
Oh, very nice. What a good sport the witness is for playing along. If the defense's joke of a theory, that is.
Now choose the other shitty thing.
Okay, so he's not a robot.
Beep boop boop.
Your Honor, my theory is that Window has supernatural powers. You Window has supernatural powers?
Oh yes, I make these butterflies dance in the air with psychokinesis. Not they're floating on the breeze from my fan, that's all. I'm very sad to say I don't have any supernatural powers.
Oh, you switch between funny and serious characters so seamlessly. Marvelous! If only the defense's conjecturing was as well practiced.
Alright, so no supernatural powers.
Yeah, reload it.
Your
Yeah, we know
Honor,
that
my
we are.
theory is that Window is a robot again! I'm saying the same shit again. He has multiple personalities. With so many distinct personas, it's clear to me that
It's like the Phantom.
Window has this dissociative identity disorder.
What?
Pew!
What does that even mean?
He has no gender.
Your Honor, the defense would treat this trial as a child's jest. Multiple personality disorder? A preposterous proposition indeed. Would you not agree, witness?
How did she know? How did she find it out?
Wait, what? Plakanka! Oh, Plakanka!
I can't believe it! I did it! I did it, Simon! I've read papers on it before. But to think I'd see a case of it for myself.
It's so exciting.
Actually, that does really exist. Like, apparently there are like some Discord users back then in the Sailor Moon server
What?
had like some of them have some of these, especially role players. Have
So
this-
they believe they're Sailor
thing.
Moon? They believe
Oh
they're
my
Sailor Moon?
God.
No, I'm serious.
I think-
This is real.
Your server is a cesspool of insane people.
Weird people.
Blimey! No, I'm British. Rakuga artists tells the stories as different characters, but as different personalities.
Hey, you liar girl. Oh, you got a problem with us? Huh? Huh?
No problem at all.
Oh, this is all very hard to believe. That the switch 2 is called switch attach. But now that we've established that the witness has multiple personalities, could each of them please introduce themselves to this card?
What? When a tornado, I might work with storyteller, as you know.
Carry 0294. Yeah, did is a real thing.
Hello, everybody. Patchest, the friendly Chester here. Heh. Man, we need to do like 3 people at the same.
Carry
Easy, Gabba.
0294.
Got his son.
Also called multiple personality disorder.
And is that all of you?
Yes, it's all of us.
So there are 3 personalities in total. Wendo, Patches, and Kizugawa, huh? Well, Simon, what do you think now?
That you're one lucky duck. Just be glad they were dense enough to help you out.
Ah, can't you just straight up say I did great for a change?
You appear to be quite proud of your self-defense, but all you have done is infringe copyright upon the privacy of the witness.
I couldn't disagree more, prosecutor. Now that we know there are 3 personalities,
Change the case from
a new way for us to interpret the meaning of a certain piece of evidence has arisen.
A new interpretation?
Oh, now I'm very curious. What is this piece of evidence you're talking about, Miss Sykes?
Oh
Knowing
no.
what we know about Wendo and his personalities, this now makes perfect sense.
The attorney's badge.
yeah.
I don't know, the cards? Oven?
Do we have more than this?
I mean, if there's 3 personalities, Oven is the 4th one, huh? Right? Right?
Not funny. Like, it makes sense. Really?
I also
I
don't
don't
like
dis-
how you cannot, take a look at these things anymore. Here.
The Garuda cards!
That's right, Your Honor. Recall the original dying message left at the scene. Didn't have a clue as to what Oven Fourth could have possibly meant. But now, with this new information about Wendo and his personalities, isn't it possible that Oven Fourth actually means a secret 4th personality of
man.
Wendo's, a personality named Oven?
I had to voice like 4 characters because
Pokanka!
Wendo must have kept his dissociative identity disorder from us because he didn't want to be associated in any way with that dying message.
no, that's not why. We keep our disorder a secret for different reasons altogether. I've been taking advantage of our affection to act out various Raku characters. If one of this got out, well, yeah. Our reputation as Raku artists will be tarnished, as will be a tornado name. That's why we keep it a secret from everyone except members of the Tornado School. But really, there's no 3rd personality. It's just the 3 of us in here.
A plausible enough sounding story. But it doesn't prove you didn't rearrange the cards, does it?
But
Pokanka! I will concede that it is highly likely that the witness rearranged the cards.
Is Prosecutor Submarine actually agreeing with us?
However, Is it not also possible that the accused killed Master Tornado? Oh, this animation. And then left that message in order to frame the witness? And upon noticing the cars when he found the victim's body, Uendo rearranged them? A fantastic tale, but a tale nonetheless. No one outside the Tornado School knew about Uendo's multiple personalities. Uendo just finished saying so himself. Ah, that is true. But ultimately meaningless point. The witness was only in the dressing room for 2 or 3 minutes. That's far too little time to commit murder, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that makes no sense, man.
Why isn't too little time? All you have to do is just shoot someone in the head and it's done.
Okay,
It doesn't take 2 minutes.
No, Dario is us. No, I'm just kidding.
And who's to say he couldn't have done it before his discovery?
Discovery Channel.
Oh, man.
Palkanka. That spring chick memory of yours. Have you already forgotten Prosecutor Blackwell's testimony? Damn it!
Simon's testimony? Oh.
Palkanka.
Simon! How could you?
Garo escorted me to the dressing room, but we heard the sound of Rakugo being performed from within. Thinking the master was rehearsing, we decided to wait in the hall until he was done. Palkanka! That's right. Until just a few moments before Uendo entered the dressing room, Typhoon Tornado was confirmed to still be alive. Ah! Not only that, but Uendo was on stage until just before he discovered the body. A bulletproof alibi that I have already confirmed with several audience members. I also heard that his Rakugo performance that day was a steaming pile of
shit.
Well, you get the picture. Oh my god. Are you kidding?
Holy fuck. I'm coming. Lois.
Yes, I'm afraid so. Willie stunk up the stage. I did it. And yet I have a perfect alibi.
Indeed. Why not land the coup de grace on the defense by describing your alibi, witness?
Okay, dokie, Smokey.
And time to swap to PM.
Are you sure? I don't
Yes.
think so.
Yes.
I was still eating in 1930,
Yes.
actually. He came back and...
I forgot about that.
He ate like 20 minutes. I was on stage only just months before I went into the dressing room. Scheiße, wrong voice. The entire audience was my witness. Was my witness. But my performance was a huge bust, and I've seen that so loved. I'll never be able to live down how horribly I had bombed during that very important show.
Uendo was on stage before he found the body, so he could not have committed this crime. It is time to let it all go, defense. It's always letting go. I really love that music song from that Disney movie. Let It Go. It's my favorite music.
Carry0294.
move on.
Gotta turn on your PS1.
Yes, I gotta turn on the PlayStation.
Get this,
Get our thinking, turn up around.
Get this, Prosecutor Marty. You're
No, that's not the
piece of
PlayStation.
shit. Right ending agency never gives up. We fight to the bitter end.
Palkanka. Fair. Allow me to say this once more. Let it go. Let it go. And move on.
Let it go. Let it
Allow me to
go.
say once more, I'm never going up.
Let it go and...
Never!
This is pointless. You should have taken advantage of this opportunity while you could. You foolish child! You worthless conviction only serve to prolong the accused's suffering. If words will not sway you, then perhaps pain will.
Ah! Oh no! Anything but this!
サトライマオマドモサマシで足し抜けたれガセよそろか
Ah! No! I'm dying! It's a big idea, Prosecutor Safari!
That was a small dose of punishment for the misguided convictions. Are you now a bit more inclined to give up as you instructed? What?
As if.
Yeah, I think my stream deck broke.
What?
It doesn't sound anymore. Oh, now it works. What the heck?
Oh.
In
It
that
just sound like
case,
the
you
Wii
must
menu.
require another dose.
Oh my
does it
God.
have to? Was this the Wii menu? It has the Wii.
Whoa!
Not
Yeah.
bloody likely.
You completely destroyed the balls.
I don't give two flips about your beliefs. But if Sykes Donut were to submit to you here, I won't be able to eat good soba anymore.
No
And
one
that's
needs to
very
eat soba.
fucking important.
You just install some
Should've
noodles
tried
and
that once.
get some noodles
That's
and
right.
you eat noodles,
Yeah,
man.
but where can you
Noodles.
get soba?
Yeah, you can probably buy it in a supermarket.
Or just do it
You must know
yourself.
what's
Just
future in Prosecutor Blackwood's stomach.
you just eat some noodles and done.
I will never give up.
You will rue those words, defense. Of that, I can assure you.
Cross-examination. I was on stage until just a moment before I went into the dressing room.
How can we be sure it was you who was on that stage?
You're asking whether I could have been some imposter?
I guess so.
Like a big area, Rakugo Theater is a cozy little place. It wouldn't be hard to fool an audience in such an intimate setting, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Good, I'm glad we could clear that up, because I guess you could say.
Carry
The entire
0294.
audience was my
And now your
witness.
DS.
Oh, yeah, right.
Is there anything special?
DS boot up son.
Is there anything special?
Wait, you don't have a DS boot up zone?
Not that I'm aware of. Now that she mentioned it, I don't have it now.
But I have one, actually. It's super loud and ear rapey because it's with a microphone.
I gotta send it to me.
Actually, I played it a couple of times. Well, that's not the sound.
Was there anything special about the stage or your performance that you can tell me?
Well, if your
Yeah, that
DS
is the
makes that
DSL.
sound, then it's over, I think.
Well,
For example, were the lights dimmer than usual? Were there any problems or accidents?
Not a thing. Everything was the same as always. Mr. Prosecutor, you questioned the
that was
audience.
Rouge. That was Rouge the Bat. Yes, of course. Apparently nothing seemed amiss to them, except, well, one small thing.
One small
Again,
thing? Are you talking
More
about your
toad
penis?
sounds?
Oh, that's so embarrassing. I tried my best, really, I did. But my performance was a huge bust. Not a single soul laughed at it. And the laughter is gone.
Do you have any idea what went wrong?
I'm not sure it was my performance, or it was just the peculiar audience. Or maybe it was the story I played.
Yo!
But
That was
I
Knuckles,
knows
by
that
the
this
way.
kind of things happens from time to time.
I guess that makes sense.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like it's some
I think I did
chipmunk
this
version.
myself. I pitched it up just for the shits and giggles.
Well, now you can actually do it on the Stream Deck itself. Well, not Stream Deck, the
Steam Deck?
the Elgato microphone, the wave link.
Oh.
There you go. That's what you can do.
Still, I wonder how he could have flopped at his own commemorative show. Maybe I should dig into things a little more.
What did he perform? Hey.
Too late.
How many people were there in the audience when you were on stage?
Well, let's see. We drew a full house, so there must have been 50, maybe 60 people in the audience.
It's quite a lot, isn't it?
Exactly. I dropped a big stinky bomb in front of all those people.
Great.
This catastrophe, I tell you, was sweating buckets from start to finish.
Catastrophe.
It sounds exactly like how Apollo performs in court sometimes.
What?
I see, thank you. So that statement, Your Honor, I'd like to have it added. We'll leave it out. Your Honor, could I please have that last statement added to Wanda's testimony?
Oh, very well.
There must have been 50, maybe 60 people in the audience.
Great.
The audience is his witness. Wendell has a pretty unshakable alibi, doesn't he?
You're not giving up, are you? Where's that never say die spirit you displayed earlier?
Of course I'm not giving up, Simon. I just know Wendell has something to do with this case.
But how will you connect him to the crime? Yeah, crime when he was an alibi as strong as that.
I don't know just yet. I'm going to press his testimony and keep an eye out for contradictions.
I'll be able to tell you that bomb doing, Did we ever click on this statement? Did we ever click on the statement? If we didn't.
Excuse me for asking, but do you bomb like that on a regular basis?
Well, aren't you a regular brute, Daisy?
Hi, I'm Daisy.
Do you really think a worker this bombs would get promoted? In fact, I'm known as the Tornado Schulz, real unendo of laughter, I'll have you know.
This is a good beat music created by Waluigi fan. Enjoy.
Right.
Enjoy!
That nickname is a bit of a travesty if you ask me. But his Rakugo is solid and well received, yes.
I see.
What was that song? Oh my god.
But yeah, Whirlwind of Laughter is a big old stink bomb of a name, isn't it? Ooh, what a relief. I thought it was just me. I mean, Whirlwind of Laughter is great. Funny stuff.
Hey, I'm glad you like it. Now press down. People. We didn't check the last statement. I think you just skipped it before. What?
What went wrong?
We never checked the statement at the end. We skipped the statement, now we can never
Tell
see
me
it
which
ever
Rakugo
again.
story you performed.
I could, but I'm not sure if it would mean anything to the any insane it.
Well, even if I might not get it, can't you at least try me?
Alright, if you insist. This opponent is called Tokisoba, otherwise known as Time Soba.
Time Soba?
Time
You are
lose.
not right. He's only said the name of the routine and I'm already lost.
Ah, so you performed Time Soba, did you?
What? You know it, Prosecutor Sabari?
In the course of my studies last night, I became familiar with a number of stories. I must say, Defense, you would do well to prepare better for your next trial.
Yeah. Simon, what's Time Soba about?
Huh. Look it up yourself on Google. Allow me to give you an overview. The story takes place on a winter night. A man orders a bowl of soba at the street stall. How ya doing, sir? And hey, I've got screwed about talking soba. Couldn't even read that fast. Hey, I can't stop this. But there's nothing. You know it, sir. One sheepy widow coming right up. So how's the business? Oh, great, sir. Is that so? Well, that's great because things can only get better from here, right?
Oh, Prosecutor!
The customer talks on and on like this.
Aviation Ripperdoors.
Oh, we can go to
Justice and Trust.
history.
Why is Blackwell in defense?
Hiya? Hi.
How ya doing, sir? What can I get for ya? I see you've seaweed topped maki soba and mixed topping shipkoku soba. I'll have a bowl of shipkoku, my good man. It sure is cold tonight, isn't it? But there's nothing like a hot bowl of noodles of soup warm and soul. You know it, sir. One shipkoku coming right up. So how's business? Not so great, sir. Is that so? Well, that's great, because things can only get better from here, right? The customer talks on and on like this.
Suicide or something.
Finally, when he is done eating, he goes to pay for his soba. So how much you... Ah!
It'll be 16 minutes, yeah?
I see, sorry, but only a small change. I'll count in coins into the palm, so I could move to my hand for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
7.
Hey, what time is it? It's 9, sir. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Thanks, and bye.
Very well done, Prosecutor Sabari. That was
But the guy-
excellent!
But the guy did it before he
Huh? I
died.
don't get it. What was so funny about that?
Don't you see? The customer paid with coins, counting them out one by one. Then, just after counting 8, he asked about the time. And the soba vendor answered with 9.
Oh, now I get it. But still... He made the vendor say 9 and then he continued counting from 10.
Exactly. He cheated the soba vendor out of 1 mon with his smooth talking. The story continues with another man who saw the whole thing and tries to do the same. But he bungles the trick and ends up paying more than 16 mon for his soba. Pokemon. The story ends on that as a punchline. You can look it up the rest of the details yourself. Or I'm sure Prosecutor Sadmonk over there would love to perform it for you after court.
So basically it's a story about a man cheating on his soba bill. That's kind of petty, isn't it?
No. Huh. Is that really all you have to say about this classic story? Time soba is such a well-known staple of Rakugo. Fine, so you studied a lot. But we haven't the time to lecture Detour right now, Prosecutor Sadmonk.
Oh, I wanted to hear a little more. I suppose it is off topic. Getting back to the matter at hand, Miss Sykes, the witness stated that Destroyer performed is called Toki Sober, otherwise known as Time Sober. Would you like to edit this statement to this testimony?
Time
Should I have that statement added to this testimony? Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to have it added.
Very well. Isn't it time to swap to PM now?
Not
We
now.
get like 30 minutes.
The story.
First he needs to find the contradiction, then he can do it.
No, drop him right in here.
No.
Like
I won't do it.
somebody
No.
into a cold swimming
He got
pool.
a still performed, it's called Toki Sober, otherwise it's Time Sober. We can't
Sorry,
solve it
we're-
if he finds the contradiction.
The story where a man cheats on his sober bill, right? Why do you think it didn't go over well?
Well, I guess the boss was a little nervous. It's a lot of pressure when you are the staff to such an important show, you know.
You? Nervous? I thought you'd be all calm and collected, but I guess even you can get stage fright, huh?
I wanted so bad to live up to the great name of Rando that I inherited. Because I overperformed a little this time.
Wait, Wendo was the stage name of a former member of the Tornado School, right?
That's right. They belonged to one of Shiso's former disciples who died of illness at a young age.
With the weight of a new name like that to carry on your shoulders, I can see why you were feeling the heat, just like me. I'm carrying the weight of my entire agency on my shoulders right now.
In that case, I can count you on your sympathy. If you got a little easier on me.
If the audience is his witness, Wendo has a pretty unshakable alibi, doesn't he?
YouTuber. Now he's turned into YouTuber mode.
Actually,
Well, I had some evidence, something with time stove or something, but
time lose.
just check all the evidence. Soba
But
gluten.
Wendo was to do his soba gluten. What?
Wendo? Isn't there something odd about the routine you performed?
What? No. We don't say wait. I don't think there's anything odd about it. Oh yeah, it's laughing.
Well, that's exactly what I find odd, the fact that you don't think it's odd.
We are discussing the witness alibi at the moment, defense. The show's program is completely irrelevant.
That's where you were wrong, Prosecutor Sapmati. The reason being it contradicts the statement the witness just made. Wendo, do you know what this is?
No. What is this? What is it?
This is an invitation to the show sent from Master Tornado to Prosecutor Blackwell. Included in the invitation is a rundown of the show's
What was
program,
that?
which clearly states that Time Sober was to be performed by Master Tornado himself.
No!
Wendo, why did you perform the routine your master was scheduled to do?
Well, you see, the reason for it is, fuck, man. That's right. That's just a little joke, you see. Was trying to surprise Shiso by performing his routine before he did.
I don't know if I buy that. Was doing the victim's routine really just for laughs, or... Hey, didn't Simon happen to hear Time Sober coming from the dressing room? Doing Windows performance on stage? Seems like too much of a coincidence. Wait, can it be?
What's the matter? You look like a hen with a dozen eggs to lay.
Stop comparing me to birds!
Then cease this bird brain timidity. If something has occurred to you, then lay it out for us already. Now, don't breed resentment in those watching your performance.
Okay. I don't have a ton of confidence in this theory, but here goes.
No.
Looks like Wendo's alibi checks out, Your Honor, but even though he was on stage at the time, he may have been trying to obfuscate a crucial detail about this case.
Are you referring to the sober bill the man tried to skip on in the witness's story?
I'm not talking about the Rakugo story, Your Honor.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well then, what are you talking about, Mr. Ikes?
What Wendo may have been trying to deceive us about was the cause of the victim's death, the time of the victim's death, what the victim was to perform.
Wasn't it the time?
Yeah.
Because, he did it instead of the master.
Wendo tried to deceive us about the time of the victim's death.
What gibberish! Prosecutor Black will even testify to the time of the victim's death.
I know. But he only testified that way because he and Gyro had been completely taken in.
You mean by the sober bill thing?
Would you please forget about the story for a second, Your Honor?
I was deceived? Pray tell, how did Wendo manage to deceive two people while he was performing on stage?
That's easy. All he had to do was use a certain prop in the dressing room.
Oh, and what might that be?
The prop Wendo used was...
The guy who died, of course. That's the TV.
This TV was used to view what was happening on the stage. Prosecutor Blackwell, when you came to the dressing room, what was Wendo doing?
He was performing Time Soba! Blast! Could it be?
Yes, it could, and it was.
Well,
What you and Gyro heard was not Master Tornado practicing his routine. It was Wendo's performance as heard through this TV monitor speakers.
Ah!
The TV just inside the inner door of the dressing room could easily be heard from the hallway outside.
And because we knew that Master Tornado was scheduled to perform Time Soba, we were easily manipulated into thinking he was still alive at the time of rehearsing.
Yes, your knowledge of the day's program is why the two of you could be fooled this way. Simon, did the voice you hear belong to Master Tornado?
Huh. With the doors in the way, I couldn't tell exactly whose voice belonged to. But because I heard Time Soba, I just assumed it was Master Tornado. I can't believe I was taken in by such a simple mind game.
Is that a new animation? I think I haven't seen that one before.
Yeah. All of that is a mere conjecture. Where's your proof, defense?
Right in my ass! Wendell moved the TV back when he discovered the body. After all, he couldn't very well leave it by the door. Because then someone might figure out the trick he'd been playing. There's one more thing about Wendell's actions that's suspicious.
And that is...
The fact that he flopped so badly on such an important occasion.
What's so suspicious about that? Even pros slip up once in a while, you know.
But I believe that this time it was intentional. because Wendell knew it would be strange to hear laughter coming from the dressing room.
Oh my!
Yipes.
It's all just a bit too perfect to be sheer coincidence. Plus, if the voice prosecutor Blackwell and Gyro heard was due to Wendell's scheming, then the victim's time of death could have been earlier than 4 p.m. Oh my god, my voice is probably dead tomorrow. In other words, Wendell could have killed Master Tornado himself!
I don't know how a Toad voice actor feels.
I mean, you need Ricola, Taro.
Ricola.
No, I already had some Salos licorice.
Look at the animation again. I didn't.
We've got you by the stones now, Uendo. So you better confess everything.
Fuck, man.
Well, witness, what do you have to say for yourself?
We demand an explanation.
Aaron 32. Ricola.
It's time to swap.
Remember, I only play. I've only 20 minutes, like.
Yeah, and then tomorrow you'll play 40 minutes.
Wendell!
Wendell!
I confess. I tampered with the crime scene.
Damn! That was so shocking, Koopa shocked himself.
Probably whining, bitch.
Is it the defense claim that Uendo Tornado is the true murderer in this case?
If you tamper with the crime scene, then we have to at least consider him a suspect.
No, but just a minute. Yes, I admit messing with the dressing room, but it didn't kill Shizzle.
Then why did you tamper with the crime scene?
I refuse to answer that question, because it was a guru or something. Said I should,
What?
If you suspect this witness, then I have a question for you.
What could it be this time?
Uendo had absolutely no reason to murder Typhoon Tornado. After all, why would Uendo kill the man who recognized his skills and promoted him?
Well, his motive was, I can't think of a single thing.
It appears you are also not aware of one other fact.
And that is...
That the accused visited the dressing room before 4 p.m. as well. Is it not natural then to suppose that the accused killed the victim at the time?
What? Nobody told me Mr. White had also gone there before 4 p.m.
We were only discussing the time frame after 4 p.m., so I didn't think to mention it. But now that you have made the time period before 4 p.m. irrelevant.
Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going.
So you really do not know what your client was doing during that time frame, do you?
Well, it was all very sudden, and, why did you wait until the very last second to contact me, Simon?
Don't you give me that look. You two. And just said no. Bucket never told me he had visited the master before 4 p.m. either.
This sort of thing is exactly why the prosecutor keeps calling us unprepared.
The defense will stop scrubbing this instant.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Sorry, Daddy.
Prosecutor Samari, please continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. Defense, you know of the soba making implements in the dressing room, correct?
Is he talking about the equipment for making soba noodles?
You speak of the large bowl that is used to mix buckwheat, flour, and water. The long rolling pin and the special knife that is used to cut the dough into noodles. Precisely. These tools all came from the accused soba shop.
You mean they didn't belong to Master Tornado?
Mr. Wed had visited the dressing room to give the victim a soba making lesson. And that visit was before 4 p.m. I'm afraid that after the accused kneaded the dough and made those noodles, he committed the act of murder.
But wait, it doesn't add up.
Was killed with the noodle holes or something, lol.
Mr. Wood killed the victim before 4 p.m. Why would he return to that room at a later time?
Hold it.
Ah! Oh no, it's him!
Chilled soba, $6.80. Wet soba, you're kidding. Kabul when it comes to noodles.
Oh my!
Hi, Miss Chickadee. Hey, Sammy. The reason I went back is because Master Tornado.
Mr. Wed!
Whoa. That's totally fitting. Yesterday, I brought noodle making tools to the dressing room at around 2 p.m. That's when the Master Tornado ordered an uncooked soba noodles to stock up on.
Uncooked noodles to stock up on?
Yes, ma'am. Master Tornado kept a supply of soba noodles from my shop in the history. Oh. He only had one serving left, so I went back to my shop to get some more.
One serving of noodles in the fridge, but I thought the fridge was practically empty. Anyway, the whereabouts of the missing noodles isn't all that important now.
You ran into me at Gator for when you came back to deliver the uncooked soba, correct? That's right, Simon. I made time out of my busy day to deliver him the noodles. And you know what? He ignored me when I called him in front of the doorway. He just kept mumbling Rakugo lines for ages. So I got mad and went back to my soba shop.
Ah, so that's why you got mad. If what he's saying is true, then there's no way he could be the murderer.
I swear I'm telling the truth, Miss Chick.
Hey, quick, get this man to the infirmary!
Oh my god.
Well, I gotta say, he's quite the handful.
Your Honor, please accept the statements Mr. White made just now into evidence.
Objection!
I believe the accused statement about going to the room 2 p.m. is true. For it falls within the victim's estimated time of death.
That opens up the possibility that the crime was committed between 2 and 4 p.m. That's some critical information.
Oh, es ist steif gefroren.
Oh, steif.
Yes, Your Honor. But other than one point, Mr. Wett's statements are dubious and without proof.
Objection!
What?
But they are the words of the defendant himself. Simon, back me up here.
Wird das Eis jemals schmelzen?
Huh. He has a point. If I were the prosecutor, I would accept them either.
I understand the defense's feelings on the matter. This court is unable to accept anything other than the time the defendant made this visit.
Now what do I do?
I trust you have no further objections, defense. At last, the time has come to send the soul of the victim onward to the trial realm.
Silence!
Professor!
What are you yammering about, Prosecutor Sad Monk? We still have something we need to question Uendo about.
We do? Like what?
Well, don't just stand there.
But we don't have any evidence left to present.
Have you forgotten already? Isn't there still a hidden witness you have yet to question?
A hidden witness? Oh, that's right. Your Honor, there's still one more issue we haven't finished discussing yet.
Oh, and what is this bit of unfinished business?
We haven't finished discussing this issue related to Wendo's alibi. The time-sobered
Owen.
story. Owen.
That's...
We still have to discuss the possibility of a fourth personality, the one named Owen.
Are you suggesting that this fourth personality of Wendos might be the true culprit?
Not it again. Don't you? We don't know anything about this Owen.
Look, Wendo, I know you don't have any motive to kill your master, but... this Owen may have won for all we know.
Come clean now, Uendo. You got another personnel stashed away, haven't you?
It was 4 people or 5 people.
Well, that's just normal for me.
Please tell us everything you know about Owen.
It's the same person, actually.
That's enough! The witness has already said that he knows not of any Owen character.
How are you telling them, prosecutor? Huh?
Hey, Patches. If you claim you don't know Owen when you really do, that's a tantamount perjury. If you want to exercise your right to remain silent, however, well, that's a different story. Do not listen to this depraved prosecutor witness. You will be tainted with his evil. Do you have any idea how dark and cold the prison cell is?
I exercise my right to remain silent.
What's this now? Changing horses in the midstream, are you?
Shut up, I will remain silent, that's it. Patches, you fool, you stay out of this.
Ha 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 ha! Patches is not the brightest bulb in that box you call a noggin, is he? The fact that he switched from I don't know any Owen to I will remain silent is proof that he does know about Owen.
And there it is again, Simon's formidable psychological manipulation tactic. I'm sure glad he's on my side today.
Objection!
You dirty, despicable, depraved prosecutor. You were leading the witness. Witness! There is no need for you to submit yourself to the defense questioning.
Objection! Your Honor, Wendo is definitely hiding something. Please allow me to question this witness about the existence of Owen.
Well, I suppose only this witness can confirm or deny the existence of Owen for us. Very well, I will allow the defense to proceed.
Grrr, Kunka.
Time for a game theory. About Owen. It's music, yeah. Not meet any person named Owen. Patch was just blurting out nonsense in a panic. We always aware, so we definitely noticed a personality like that showed up. How dare you? How you treat me like a criminal based on mere conjecture?
Well, how am I supposed to deal with the testimony of 3 personalities?
Unless you can prove the existence of Owen here, it's all over. You'd best screw your courage to sticking in place and attack their testimony head on.
Or we can find a contradiction in 8 minutes or something.
Alright, I will. Just stop piling the pressure on me. I have to draw out some info, anything to drag Owen out into the open.
Maybe it was his original name or something. I mean, did he say some died? Some disciple died or something? I've never met any personality named Owen. Except this guy from this movie, but...
Met, huh? Is that how you experience each other? Like people meeting on the street?
Well, it's almost like our 3 of us are always here. The personality that most to the moment is the one that comes out.
So when you're out, Wendo, what are the other 2 doing?
Well, we never know when our turn will come, right? We stand by and listen.
So that means all 3 of you share the same memories?
Never really thought about it, but I guess that's right.
I see, thank you. Please continue.
Patches was just blurting out nonsense in a pen.
Hold it! Patches, can I have a word with you, please?
Hey, why, hello? You rang?
You said at first that you didn't know anybody named Owen. But then you exercised your right to remain silent. Were you afraid of committing perjury?
Well, you see... Take off from here, if you don't mind. Listen, I hate to say it, but Patches is about as smart as a sack of rocks. It's a stone, Luigi! It's a stone! You call him with a bunch of hate-favoring words, he's going to want to keep silent.
I see. He's looking after loose-tongued Patches. It's your role, is it? This kid's a cover.
Well, I don't know about that, but anyway. I don't know that Patch was just flustered. That's why he decided to remain silent.
I love how that sound just ends there.
We always aware, so we definitely noticed a personality like that showed up.
That's not even in my burp folder, that's in my random sound folder, that sound.
What if, for some reason, you 3 were unconscious at the time of the incident? If the 3 of you weren't alert and aware, what would happen?
What would happen? I'm not even sure about what you mean.
I mean, you 3 share the same memories, right? But what if Owen is different? What if he has memories separate from yours? Maybe Owen emerges when the 3 of you are unaware or unconscious.
Objection.
Instead of speaking as if this 4th personality is a foregone conclusion, I suggest you prove his existence first.
Well, we've already seen 3 personalities. A 4th wouldn't be a stretch.
What? What was that?
Diagnosis? An amazing body.
You dishonor the victim at this court by jumping to conclusions without proof.
Have you ever heard these old sayings, Prosecutor Submarty? What happens twice will happen thrice. If you see 1, there are likely 30 in your home. I'm basing my theory on such premises.
Why to us to cockroaches? Do we bug you that much, girlie?
But how do you intend to prove it? Was machen Sie hier? How will you prove that all 3 personalities became unconscious, as you say? Unless you can do that, all of this talk is merely empty speculation.
Well, I die.
Don't be timid. If you don't have it, then find it. Look for something that could render you window and the others unconscious.
Someone's right, I can't back down now. For my client, Mr. Wet, I have to. Wait, Mr. Wet?
Wet noodles. I'd be rushed, huh? Maybe. If I were a lump of regular Florida noodles. But I'm fresh, like my soba. Don't let soba though rest. So how about 3 freshers? Grind the buckwheat sheets fresh, cut the dough fresh, and blah. He's blacked out.
Mr. Wet, fully unconscious. Wait a minute, I think I've got it.
Miss Sykes, do you have proof to back up your theory?
Yes or no?
Actually, I want to see the other statement about.
Yes, Your Honor, I do. The proof is right here in this crime photo.
It is. In that case, please point out what supports your theory.
This most likely is what caused Wendo to lose consciousness.
Tell me he was drunk or what?
The
Camel
camel.
kill him? Well, if it's about drinking, it must be this, right?
Take that! This is probably what made Wendo lose consciousness.
Ah, yes. The sake. And isn't it just like Master Tornado to pick up a fine brand like Camel?
Sake? Oh, you mean rice wine?
Oh, please, don't call it to ice wine. It's so sophisticated. Oh god, this hard word. Unsophisticated. It's not even wine. Silly girl.
I must agree, you need to become more cultured, Athena.
We get roasted.
Wow.
Tomato. It's made of rice and people get drunk from drinking it, right?
It's called sake. End of story.
No,
End of
rice
story.
wine. It's rice wine.
Should I stop now? I think it's better.
Actually, yeah, that's the perfect time to stop. Oh my god! My voice! Now I will always sound
do it
like this.
now.
Even tomorrow when I'm at work, I will sound like this.
Tomorrow I need to
And
play
people think
anyway
I'm gonna
again.
be insane or
Harter
something.
Treffer!
Well, guys, see you
Ein
tomorrow.
schwacher Treffer.
See you tomorrow.
Alright.
Mutter.
See you
See
tomorrow.
you guys tomorrow. Bye! Oh, wait.